So in my head, I had this idea of writing a song for Lady in the Lake that became eerie by changing only one note. That sounds like this. Now pay attention to that one note change. That half step is basically in every piece of music in this series. Part of the story around Moses Ingram's characters revolves around like black voices not being heard. So I knew early that I'm like, there's gonna be black voices in the score. So the next layer was me and my friend Kayala putting vocals on this. Then I wanted to lean into this human sound, so I added in claps. Like, I thought it would be weird and creepy if I could make the main theme have this whistle. And I thought, like, there's no way our director is gonna go for this. There's no way Apple's gonna go for this. But when I played it for Alma, she loved it. And she was like, yeah, and I know who can do this. She told me this story about how she randomly just heard this whistler at a park. And he was so good that she just like listened to him for hours in this park randomly. Next, I wanted an element that could represent Natalie Portman's character's ambition. It's this constant driving force regardless of what's happening around her, better or for worse, often for worse. And that's where this violin kind of idea comes from. So I wrote this virtuoso violin part and I called my good friend Xenia to play it.
It's good. Works for so long?
8 months? And then lastly, I wrote some new string parts to just really pull at the heartstrings. And that's the Lady in the Lake main titles. Watch the show on Apple TV, stream the soundtrack on all streaming services, follow Marcus Norris and Southside Symphony for more bangers.
Like, we need somebody who can whistle, but can read music, but like familiar with like soul, but also knows like westerns, but also knows classical, but also knows, it's just like, it's such a specific ask. Like, none of these skills are transferable, bro. like should be great for your resume, but you're never going to use this again.